We live in a time obsessed with happiness. Everywhere we look, we're bombarded with messages telling us to be happy. Advertisements, social media posts, and even well-meaning friends and family constantly remind us that happiness is the ultimate goal. But what does it really mean to be happy? Is it a constant state of euphoria, or is it something more subtle and enduring? Self-help books, social media, and even our morning coffee all promise it. We are led to believe that happiness can be bought, achieved, or captured in a perfect Instagram post. The self-help industry is booming, with countless books and seminars promising the secret to everlasting joy. Social media platforms are filled with curated moments of bliss, making us feel like everyone else has figured it out except us. Even our daily rituals, like enjoying a cup of coffee, are marketed as tiny moments of happiness. But what if this relentless pursuit of happiness is actually making us miserable? The pressure to always be happy can be overwhelming. It can make us feel inadequate when we don't measure up to the idealized versions of happiness we see around us. The constant comparison to others' seemingly perfect lives can lead to feelings of loneliness, anxiety, and even depression. We start to wonder if there's something wrong with us for not being happy all the time. What if chasing fleeting feelings of joy keeps us from achieving true fulfillment? True fulfillment might come from deeper, more meaningful experiences that aren't always joyful. It might come from overcoming challenges, building strong relationships, and finding a sense of purpose. These things often require effort, patience, and sometimes even discomfort. But in the end, they can lead to a more profound and lasting sense of well-being. It's time to examine the dark side of our happiness obsession. We need to question the societal norms that equate happiness with success and worthiness. By doing so, we can start to understand that it's okay to experience a range of emotions. Life is complex, and so are our feelings. Embracing this complexity can free us from the unrealistic expectation of constant happiness. This isn't about settling for a life devoid of joy. Joy is an important part of the human experience, and we should cherish the moments of happiness that come our way. However, we should also recognize that these moments are just one part of a much larger picture. By broadening our understanding of what it means to live a good life, we can appreciate the highs and lows for what they are. Instead, it's about questioning whether happiness is a destination or a byproduct. Perhaps happiness is not something we can achieve by chasing it directly. Maybe it's a byproduct of living a life aligned with our values and passions. When we focus on meaningful activities and relationships, happiness might naturally follow. It's about finding balance and understanding that it's okay to have moments of sadness, frustration, and uncertainty. Could it be that focusing solely on feeling good prevents us from living well? When we prioritize short-term pleasure over long-term fulfillment, we might miss out on the deeper, more meaningful aspects of life. It's important to find a balance between seeking joy and embracing the full spectrum of human emotions. By doing so, we can lead richer, more authentic lives. The ancient philosophies of Stoicism and Hedonism offer valuable insights into this modern dilemma. Stoicism teaches us to find contentment in the present moment and to accept things we cannot change. Hedonism, on the other hand, encourages us to seek pleasure, but also warns against overindulgence. By integrating these philosophies, we can find a balanced approach to happiness that acknowledges both joy and suffering as essential parts of the human experience. Social media has become the epicenter of the happiness illusion. We scroll through curated feeds of smiling faces, exotic vacations, and picture-perfect lives. This constant barrage of perfection creates a sense of inadequacy and pressure to keep up. We compare our behind-the-scenes struggles to everyone else's highlight reels. This comparison game leaves us feeling empty and anxious. We crave the fleeting validation of likes and comments, mistaking them for genuine happiness. The pursuit of constant happiness has spawned a culture of toxic positivity. This phenomenon encourages people to maintain a facade of perpetual happiness, regardless of their true feelings. It's a societal pressure that insists on a relentless pursuit of positivity, often at the expense of genuine emotional well-being. We're told to suppress negative emotions, slap on a smile, and choose happiness no matter what. This message is pervasive, found in self-help books, social media, and even in our daily interactions. The idea is that by simply choosing to be happy, we can overcome any adversity. But this approach can be damaging. While optimism can be beneficial, denying difficult emotions is unsustainable and harmful. It's important to recognize that feeling sad, angry, or anxious is a natural part of the human experience. These emotions serve a purpose, signaling to us that something in our lives needs attention or change. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and grief. These experiences, though painful, are integral to our personal growth. They teach us resilience, empathy, and the ability to navigate the complexities of life. Ignoring or dismissing these emotions can lead to greater psychological distress in the long run. Trying to bypass these experiences robs us of growth and resilience. It's through facing and overcoming adversity that we build strength and character. Embracing the full range of our emotions allows us to develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. It prevents us from authentically connecting with ourselves and others. When we allow ourselves to feel and express our true emotions, we create opportunities for genuine connection and support. This authenticity fosters deeper relationships and a stronger sense of community. True happiness requires acknowledging the full spectrum of human emotion, not just the positive ones. By embracing our entire emotional landscape, we can achieve a more balanced and fulfilling life. It's not about being happy all the time, but about being real and true to ourselves. Hedonism, in its simplest form, equates happiness with pleasure. While enjoying life's pleasures is certainly part of a fulfilling life, the relentless pursuit of pleasure often backfires. This is where we encounter the hedonic treadmill. We chase one pleasurable experience after another, only to find that the satisfaction is fleeting. We need increasingly bigger and better things to elicit the same level of joy. This leaves us feeling empty, constantly chasing a high that never lasts. The wisdom of Epicurus. However, it's important to note that not all hedonism is created equal. The ancient Greek philosopher Epicurus advocated for a more nuanced approach. He believed that true happiness came from seeking moderate and sustainable pleasures. Epicurus emphasized the importance of simple pleasures like friendship, meaningful conversation, and living in accordance with nature. He cautioned against overindulgence and the pursuit of fleeting desires, recognizing that true happiness lies in balance and contentment. The Stoic alternative. Stoicism offers a radically different perspective on happiness. Unlike many modern philosophies that emphasize the pursuit of external success and material wealth, Stoicism encourages us to look inward. It asks us to find contentment not in what we have, but in how we think and act. Instead of chasing external validation or fleeting pleasures, Stoicism focuses on what we can control, our thoughts and actions. This ancient philosophy teaches that our mental state is the key to our well-being. By cultivating a disciplined mind, we can achieve a sense of peace and stability, regardless of external circumstances. It teaches us to find joy in virtue, resilience, and acceptance. The Stoics believed that true happiness comes from living a life of moral integrity and inner strength. By focusing on our own virtues and how we respond to life's challenges, we can build a foundation of lasting contentment. The Stoics understood that life is full of challenges and impermanence. They recognized that suffering and hardship are inevitable parts of the human experience. However, they also believed that we have the power to choose our response to these difficulties. By embracing a Stoic mindset, we can face adversity with courage and grace. They believed that true happiness, or eudaimonia, comes from living in agreement with nature. This means understanding the natural order of the world and our place within it. By aligning our actions with the principles of nature, we can achieve a harmonious and fulfilling life. This means accepting what we cannot control and focusing on acting virtuously in every situation. By letting go of our attachment to outcomes and external circumstances, we can find a deeper sense of peace and purpose. The Stoic alternative offers a timeless path to true happiness, grounded in wisdom and inner strength. Embracing virtue and resilience. Stoicism emphasizes virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. It encourages us to cultivate resilience in the face of adversity, finding strength and growth in our struggles. This doesn't mean denying difficult emotions, but rather choosing our responses to them. Stoicism teaches us to control our judgments and interpretations, reframing challenges as opportunities for growth. By focusing on what we can control, we develop inner peace and find happiness not dependent on external circumstances. Finding meaning and purpose. Perhaps true happiness isn't about feeling good all the time. Maybe it's about living a meaningful life aligned with our values. This involves finding purpose in our work, cultivating strong relationships, and contributing to something larger than ourselves. When we focus on living with intention and making a positive impact, happiness becomes a natural byproduct. It's not the goal itself, but a result of living a life rich in purpose, connection, and meaning. Living well, not just happily. It's time to shift our focus from chasing happiness to living well. This means embracing the full spectrum of human experience, the good and the bad. It means cultivating resilience, finding joy in simple pleasures, and living in accordance with our values. Let's stop chasing fleeting feelings and start building lives filled with purpose and meaning. Happiness will naturally follow. The pursuit of a life well lived is a journey worth taking.